Hello everyone, how are you? Hey, you know what happened on Monday Night Raw and NXT? That's right, folks. I'm watching NXT now. I'm getting back in the groove of it. Um, since Shawn Michaels and Road Dogg on them taken over, NXT's gone back to the way it was before, and not this Charles Kitty and like kid show. NXT was great. Then it went to like watching Sesame Street mixed in with like Barney the Purple Dinosaur or something like that. And now it's being back to the great NXT again. So I'm watching NXT again. So Monday Night Raw had a lot of matches. They had 8 matches. That's a lot. Only 7 took place, and honestly, 3 of the matches they might as well not even put on the show. Like, for instance, Seth Rollins was challenged by Baron Corbin to a match. If Corbin won, he got Seth's spot at WrestleMania against Paul Logan. Corbin attacked Seth before the bell rang. The bell finally rung. Seth Rollins super kick, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, match over. That was pathetic. I like Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins. I'm a huge fan of both of these guys. These guys have put on good matches over the Universal Championship when Seth Rollins was the Universal Champion. When Corbin was the GM of Raw, the Constable Corbin. They put good matches. And then seeing this match, they should have had like 10 or 15 minutes. Not like what this was. Elias got his ass kicked by Bronson Reed. Elias did one move, a jump up knee, and Bronson Reed just destroyed him. Won the match, the top rope to Sami for the 1-2-3. So Bronson Reed's now 6-0 undefeated in singles matches. And it was a shame. Elias is a really good, talented wrestler. Mike's skills is perfect on. I love his character, his gimmick, his persona, and he's really good in the ring. He should have given Bronson Reed a fight. But again, they're trying to make Bronson Reed look unstoppable by Elias, who's not the guy to do that this week. The Male Models was supposed to face the Club in a rematch for main event that happened last week, but they ran out of time. Apparently, one of the segments, one of the matches took longer than expected or something happened, and this match was now bumped to next week's Raw. Bianca Belair took on Chelsea Green one-on-one non-title match. That match was I couldn't watch that match. I apologize, folks. I tried, but oh my god, it was so terrible. Oh, Bianca won with the KOD drive. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Judgment Day, Dominic and Damian with Rhea Ripley ringside took on Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, and Candice LeRae. Great tag match. This match started off Monday Night Raw after a segment where Edge has challenged Finn Balor to Hell in a Cell WrestleMania. I don't care if it's Hell in a Cell, last man standing, loser leaves WWE, whatever. That feud between Judgment Day and Edge has run its course way too long. They have put that thing through the mud, the dirt. Adding a special stipulation to that match is not going to get people really like me and other people interested in that match. If this match would have happened during the start of Judgment Day feud, in the middle of it, not like 8 months after the feud, no. Let's not even talk about that. But the tag match was great. They enjoyed the tag match. Dexter Lumis, man, he spine busted both members of Judgment Day. Running Bulldog out of the corner on Dominic. Hit that reverse atomic leg drop on Dominic. Damian ended his fury. Like, Dexter Lumis ran at him in the corner, and Damian just smoked him with a right hand. And you can see Dexter Lumis, he was seeing stars from that, folks. Johnny Gargano mixed it up with Dominic Mysterio. Dominic hit the Three Amigos. Then Damian Priest hit the sit-down chokeslam on him. Then Dominic tagged in a slingshot off the ropes with a splash on the Gargano. Only got a 2 count of all those series of moves. Gargano hit that slingshot spear to Dominic. All bodies started fighting. Everybody outside the ring, Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae ran at it. Rhea Ripley took her out by dropping her on the barricade. And as the referee was dealing with Gargano and Dominic outside that was fighting, Damian caught Dexter Lumis coming with a sit-down chokeslam for the 1-2-3. Austin Theory, this part was funny. Austin Theory backstage challenged any member of the Street Profits to a match. Then he quickly challenged Diego Dawkins. That was funny. I just loved that. Diego Dawkins kicked his ass. Like, running, spinning corkscrew in the corner, quickly hit, jump up enziguri kick, quickly clothesline him to the outside, hit an overhead suplex on him, you name it. Dawkins was all over Austin Theory. Then he went and do a second running, spinning corkscrew in the corner, and Austin Theory caught him with a right hand. A-Town down. 1, 2, 3, Austin Theory won. After the match, he sent a message to John Cena for the upcoming title match at WrestleMania for the United States Championship by applying John Cena's STF submission on Diego Dawkins. Next week on Raw, Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. Cody Rhodes took on LA Knight. First time ever. What a match. Those two guys put on a classic. Cody attacked the arm of LA Knight, worked on it, slammed it off the steel steps, torqued it. Andre takedowns, you name it. LA Knight suckered Cody Rhodes coming at him outside, and Cody hit the ring post face first. LA Knight then raked the eyes and DDT'd him. Now, Cody Rhodes went off the ropes for the Cody Cutter. LA Knight countered it with a back body drop. Cody quickly hit a second attempt and finally connected with the Cody Cutter. And then hit the disaster kick. Then he went up on the top rope to do another move, while LA Knight ran up and jumped off the top rope and knocked him down. Now, this is what was scary. Whew. Oh, man. You remember back in the day when Ridge Holland overhead suplexed Big E right on his head and broke Big E's neck? That's why I was worried what's going to happen. When LA Knight ran and caught Cody coming off the top rope, Cody was this close, folks, but landing just like Big E did. And I was like, oh my God, if this happened, that was it. WrestleMania would be screwed between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. But thankfully, the move did not end that way, and the move Cody landed a different direction. But that was a close one. Cody ended up winning the match with the Crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa had a rematch from last week, and this time it was a street fight. These guys bounced each other's faces off the announce table. They beat the shit out of each other with a steel chair. Kevin Owens set up a table. Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, when he ran at him, picked him up, Simone dropped him, had a jump up headbutt, super kick, then he tossed the table back underneath the ring. Kevin Owens set up 6 steel chairs of the ring. And I think he was going for like a swanton bomb off of them, but Solo got up and delivered a top rope body slam onto the 6 chairs. That looked nasty. Kevin Owens ended up hitting the running cannonball into the barricade on Solo. They started fighting up through the crowd onto the stage, where the Usos attacked him backstage. Double super kicks on Kevin Owens. They dragged him all the way down the ramp into the ring, delivered a second double team super kick. The Solo hit the Samoan spike for the 1, 2, 3. Now, also on Raw, that was announced. Bianca Belair, Asuka versus Carmella and Chelsea Green. I apologize if I always said that. Now, before I get on to NXT's results, Brock Lesnar and Omos had a face-to-face. Omos he grabbed a hold of Brock Lesnar in the face and went to throw him over the top rope. Brock Lesnar had basically horsed himself on the middle rope and basically throw himself over the top rope. And then Brock just left. He was pissed. And apparently what I read online, and I read on the sites that basically these sites I read on are not fake rumors. They actually are real things that happen. Apparently Brock Lesnar was mad about that spot in the confrontation. He basically just went out back, did not talk to anybody, and just left in the limo. And apparently got on his private jet and went home. I can't blame the guy. Like, if you gotta basically toss yourself over the top rope and try and make Omos look unstoppable, that's hard to do, by the way, because it's Omos, whatever. I still call him goddamn coconut tree, because he's a coconut tree, and you can't wrestle per shit. Anyways, they showed the replay of it later on the night, and you can see where they edited that part out. That was funny. Now on to NXT. Roxanne Perez has been stripped of the NXT Women's Championship. I still have a hard time finding out if this is real or a storyline. But apparently the doctor won't clear her until they find out what caused her to collapse after the match. Apparently they said the first thing they said wasn't concussion related. If Miko Sanamora gets another shot at that title, I'll be pissed. Because I still say, in my opinion, she's why Roxanne Perez is hurt. Because that woman should not be wrestling at that age. She can't even do a scissors kick. Like, I'm not a wrestler, okay? But a scissors kick's basically a basic move to deliver. If you cannot do a scissors kick right, and you do it twice and land on the woman's back of her neck twice, back of her head, you shouldn't be wrestling. Because that's a basic move, I think, to pull off. And she can't even do a drop kick right. And drop kick's not a basic move to pull off. I get it, she's been wrestling since like WCW Nitro 1999. She's been wrestling in Japan and all that. But what I've seen of her wrestling, she's more injury prone than anything. So at NXT Stand and Deliver, there will be a 4-way ladder match to crown the new NXT Women's Champion. So, Gingy from Toxic Attraction, my favorite redhead. I love that girl. She's hot, smoking, and great in the ring as a competitor. She took on one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, one half of the Daisy Dukes, I'm still calling them. She quickly defeated her, no problem, because that one of them, like the Daisy Dukes suck. I don't even know how they're still, I don't even know why they're champions. Anyways, Gingy won, she qualified. The other qualifying match was Zoe Starks, other favorite of mine, took on a newcomer from NXT that's quickly rising to the top. Like, she is going to be pretty soon, like, mid-card level. She's just, like, a new person. Sol Ruka, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Her persona, she's like a surfer. She took it to Zoe Starks, folks. Like, I thought she was going to beat Zoe. But she bounced off the ropes and Zoe caught her for go to sleep for the 1, 2, 3. So I'm happy Zoe won. So Zoe and Gingy are in the ladder match. Upcoming weeks for NXT, there will be two more qualifying matches between the women on the NXT roster to fill up the ladder match. Now, I hope Zoe Starks or Gingy win it. I guarantee the other member of Toxic Attraction, JC, will probably one of the 4 women to qualify to continue her feud with Gingy. Speaking of the women of NXT, another women's match happened. This was a 3-way #1 contenders match where the winners will face the Daisy Dukes for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles at Stand and Deliver. The former champions, Caitlyn and Cutter, took on Kaylee Ray and Isla Dawn, which have been feuding with each other, now become a tag team. And honestly, they're a tag team that's a force to reckon with on NXT. What I've seen of them so far in tag matches. And they took on 2 women I hadn't even heard of. And honestly, it should have just been those 2 teams. As the other team, I don't know if they were just 2 jobbers thrown together or what, but they were no good. Arthur Dawn, and Kaylee Ray win. They were challenged to champions. Now, the Daisy Dukes are having a storyline where one's suspecting the other one of cheating with their part. The other 2 guys, the stable, Brooks and... I call them Brooks and Dunn, basically. Brooks and Briggs or whatever. And the other one saying that she's doing, like, sleeping, around the other guy or whatever. So pretty soon those 2 women are not going to be tag champs for very long, I don't think. Apollo Crews got his mitts on Double Double Kai for Double Double Kai, costing Apollo that amazing 2 out of 3 falls match on Vengeance Day against Carmelo Hayes. Apollo Crews kicked that shit out of Double Double Kai. Like, German suplex, angle slam, standing moonsault, back-to-back clotheslines off the ropes. You name it, he was all over Double Double Kai. And then Kai delivered a sit-down double-handed chokeslam for the 1, 2, 3. I was disappointed in that. Apollo Crews should have won that match. Last match, talk about NXT. Pretty Deadly challenged the new NXT Tag Team Champions that won the titles in an amazing Fatal 4-Way match on Vengeance Day, which is Gallus, Wolfgang, and Mike Coffey. Where's Joe Coffey? Is he like retired now or injured or something? Because Gallus is a three-man stable, and the other Coffee brothers nowhere to be found. I don't know where he is. Great tag match between the two teams. Pretty Diddley isolated Coffee, worked on him almost the whole match. Then he tagged in Wolfgang. Wolfgang got in and just cleaned house. Like scoop slam, power slam, back-to-back clotheslines. He was just all over Pretty Diddley. And then Pretty Diddley started working on him. Coffee got in the mix. Pretty Diddley went to do the double team finisher on Wolfgang, but Coffee tripped the other guy coming off the ropes and pulled him outside and took care of him. And then he slid in the ring. And Gallus' double team finisher, folks, it's awesome. It's a running knee into an F5. Like, just the way they connect that sequence every time, it's like picture perfect every time. There's no delay. There's no missing the knee from the F5. It's just like, bam, run a knee into F5. Just a perfect sequence. Gallus retains. You're still your tag team champions. No matches announced next week on NXT except a qualifying match for the ladder match. Also, Wes Lee, a student that HBK trained in his school, it's convenient enough, the North American champion, has been doing open challenges for the last couple weeks. And Axion is the guy that's been trying to get the challenge, but like somebody else beats him out to the ring or attacks him backstage. So Axion figured I'll stay with Wes Lee the whole entire show. And when Wes Lee went out to do the open challenge, I'll be with the guy to get my title shot one-on-one. But again, something happened backstage. There was a brawl between other superstars. Wes Lee got involved in the mix and Axion again missed his chance at the North American Championship. So, Shawn Michaels has granted Axion a title match at Stand and Deliver against Wes Lee for the North American Championship in a Fatal 5-Way. That poor guy can't even get a one-on-one title shot. It's going to be a Fatal 5-Way. Now, this is what's interesting. Wes Lee gets to handpick himself who the other three competitors in the Fatal 5-Way would be out of the roster. That's cool. Not often do you get to see the champion pick the challengers. That is pretty cool. There you have it, folks. Honestly, Stand and Deliver already. You got a Fatal 4-Way ladder match, a 5-way match for the North American title. You got Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes going at it for the first time, one-on-one for the NXT World Championship. And you got Johnny Gargano against Grayson Waller. That pay-per-view stack card is stacked. I can't wait to see that show. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.